Today on FSI, we are going to be breaking down the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns from a betting perspective. Now, I've gone over all the film research and he's done the analytics. I'm your host, Tom Cross, and to my right is our analytics expert, Stephen Fu.
Thanks for tuning in this week. The Raiders are on the road as a 2.5 point underdog. They're plus 130 on a money line, and the Browns, they're minus 150.
I'm not shocked by the spread at all. I think Vegas got this right. The Raiders, they lost by 25, and the Browns, they barely beat the Cincinnati Bengals. It took a last-second effort by Baker Mayfield to win that game. Anytime Baker Mayfield's winning you games, that means you're not playing that good of football. Now, I do feel like the public is going to be on the Browns in this game, so the Sharps, they might like the Raiders as well.
The Raiders, they got dominated last week against Tampa Bay. However, they did have some COVID-related issues, so you can't really blame them there. And on the other side of the ball, Baker Mayfield has his best game of the season in their win against the Bengals.
Quarterback Baker Mayfield, he played his best game of the season without Odell. Now, on the first interception that he threw of the game, it was a long pass to Odell where Odell beat the DB and Baker Mayfield tried to force him the ball, but he doesn't have that type of arm strength and the ball was short, so the DB picked it off. Now, without Odell in the game, he was able to spread it around more effectively, and I think players wanted to show what they could do without Odell, and they felt like this was their opportunity. So Baker threw 5 touchdowns and the game winner. Things are looking up in Cleveland.
Week 7 was the worst week yet for Derek Carr. He was posting season lows in QBRs and completion percentage. However, it's not really all his fault since his whole offensive line was not playing.
The Cleveland Browns offensive line is the biggest and most significant improvement they've made all season. Against Cincinnati, they only allowed Baker to be pressured or sacked 13% of the time, and that's elite. That definitely gets an A grade. Now, the Raiders' defensive line only pressured Tom Brady 10% of the time, which is horrible. That is an F, and I don't expect them to do much against this Cleveland front, so advantage to the Browns.
The Raiders' pass protection should be completely different this week. They're getting all their starters back into the lineup, so they should improve a lot. And on the other side of the ball, the Browns have been struggling to apply pressure, so I give the advantage here to the Raiders.
Odell Beckham Jr. is out for the Browns, and to be honest with you, that's good news because the Browns become more unpredictable. They got great tight ends. They also got Jarvis Landry, and they got Kareem Hunt who receives out of the backfield. So I actually think they're more dangerous when defenses don't know who to key on. Now, when Odell's in the game, Baker has to key on him or he's going to hear it on the sidelines. But they are playing a Raiders secondary that is not very good. Now, against Tampa Bay, they were actually there in coverage, but Tom Brady made some amazing throws, and those receivers for Tampa Bay are really good. But at the end of the day, I do have to give an advantage to the Brown skill positions in this regard.
The Raiders have great weapons on the outside. That includes Nelson Agholor, Hunter Renfrow, and Henry Ruggs. But their number one option is tight end Darren Waller. He leads the team with 40 receptions and 300 passing yards. The Browns' pass defense is not that good this season, so the advantage here goes to the Raiders.
Now, for the Browns, the running attack is the most vital and important part of their game because Baker Mayfield can't win you anything. Kareem Hunt has shown flashes of being a good number 1 running back, but Nick Chubb is definitely the best running back in Cleveland. When I see Kareem Hunt on film, he benefits from being the second running back, whether you don't know whether he's going to run or pass. But as the feature back, he has struggled a bit here. Now, they are playing a Raiders defensive front that struggles against the run. They have shown flashes against other teams, but at the end of the day, I got to give this matchup a draw because I really don't know what I'm going to get out of each team.
Josh Jacobs is not playing that well this season. He's only averaging 3.5 yards per carry, and they're up against the number 6 rush defense. So I have to side with the Browns here.
Now, at the end of the day, this game is going to go back and forth, but I actually like the Raiders in this matchup because they're the more proven offense, and at the end of the day, I would take Derek Carr over Baker Mayfield, and that's essentially what this game comes down to. Both teams have good weapons. The Raiders obviously have slightly better weapons when you have Henry Ruggs in the game. Also, I like the way that the Raiders secondary played against Tampa. They were close in coverage, but Tom Brady was so precise that there was really nothing they could do about those throws. So the advantage goes to the Raiders. I would actually wait until game time because I think Cleveland might be a bigger favorite than where it's at right now.
The bad performance last week by the Raiders was something completely out of their control. When the strongest aspect of their game is completely missing, it's going to be very hard to find success. And on the Cleveland offensive side, they're not going to be having Odell Beckham, so they should be a little bit weaker there. I'm taking the Raiders +3 in this matchup.
Now, we can't predict injuries or the weather, so make sure you follow our Twitter for our official moves. We were 3-0 last week and 14-2 overall in the season. Nobody's better than us. Now, smash that like button and subscribe, and tell us who you can be taking in the comments below.
We don't care about favorite teams here. Our focus is on making you money. Follow our social media on Twitter, Instagram, or our webpage. The links are below.